Yeah? What's your distress? Talk to me.
How refreshing. The whole "I'm honored to serve you, revered master" does get tiresome. Master Sumali, I've been following your career. I hear you have a special interest in the Void Wolf.
Is there something I should know?
I was hoping you might want to hurt him. And save a life while you're at it.
And here I thought when you joined the temple you were done chasing street scum. Welcome back.
We're at war. We all serve how we know best.
Sounds like there's a story here.
Not one you're going to hear. She is who she says. Let's leave it at that.
We're not born to the robes, Captain. The Force sometimes picks unlikely candidates. Risha, do you remember Shar's Kartur?
What did they used to call us? The triple threat? Didn't she join the SIS?
One of their top agents. When you took out the White Maw's cloaking abilities on Hoth, it drew the Void Wolf's attention. He went there, and Shar's followed.
Alone? Is she crazy?
The Republic sent an entire platoon of troopers to escort her. The Void Wolf's assassins killed them all. She's alive, but trapped on Hoth.
Is there a special guilt power in the Force? Jedi always make me feel like I'm talking to my mom.
Ah, the sign of a heavy conscience.
When I got Sharis's distress call, she had taken refuge in one of the Void Wolf's private vaults. Go quickly if you can. I fear you're Sharis's last hope.
Shh, keep it down. Risha? I thought that sounded like you. Did you finally decide to join us on the straight and narrow?
Hardly, but I figured it's just like you to go ground in the enemy's treasury.
I figured it was the last place his bloodhounds would go sniffing.
Master Sumali called this the Void Wolf's private vault?
I'm mostly cleaned out, but I was hoping I could learn something about his plans. And yes, help yourself. The Void Wolf's been recruiting. He's courting Hutts, the White Maw, hitmen for hire. Anyone who won't pledge loyalty goes to hard vacuum. And he's got enough spies in our space station that my cover was blown the minute I landed. What do you think? Is there a way you can smuggle me up without any of his people or our people catching wise?
As it happens, smuggling's my specialty.
Ah, now I see where Risha found you.
You wouldn't even imagine.
I was going to hide in there. It's an automated cargo shuttle full of everything here the Void Wolf thought worth keeping. Go to the space station and get security to let us through, and you're welcome to keep everything in it. I trust you can come up with a story to explain why you're shipping Imperial droids off Hoth.
You probably think I'm chasing Debrillion's throne to get rich, don't you?
Credits are just a means to an end. You must want all that money for something.
I've seen what bad leadership does to a place. Alderaan, Nar Shaddaa, even Coruscant. They all suffer because of who's in power. I'm not looking to plunder Debrillion. I want to make it better, run their society the right way.
From everything I've heard about your homeworld, it could use someone decent in charge.
Never thought of myself as decent before. Maybe I can sell that. Every successful leader has the same strength. They're perceived as generous by their subjects. Give the people just enough of what they want, and they'll leave you alone. That's something the King of Dubrillion doesn't understand.
For a second, I thought I was seeing a whole new side of you. False alarm.
I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. Nothing wrong with that. I can make this work. It's all about negotiation, and I'm good at that. I'm just thinking out loud now. We should get back to business.
Stop it right there. I'm going to need your ID, your papers, and a blasted good reason why you're flying in and out of a war zone for kicks.
This is a private job for Jedi Master Sumali. You want to tell her you tried to stop me?
Far as I know, our Jedi advisor was killed weeks ago. I think I need to take a look-see, make sure you're not trying to smuggle valuable resources off Hoth.
I wouldn't do that. Master Sumali said the cargo is Force-sensitive. Non-Jedi can go blind and deranged just at the sight.
I knew it. I knew they wouldn't keep sending bodies down there if there wasn't something special under that ice. Load your ship and get out of here. I'm telling the boys.
Blind and deranged? I can't believe you fell for that. I can take it from here. I've got my own ship stashed a few hangars down. Glad you're still kicking, Risha. You ever want to go legit? Look me up. Thanks for the help. You're welcome to any of the salvage in the shuttle. Some of it might fetch a good price. And I'll make sure you get anything I learn about the Void Wolf.
Mission accomplished. Sheris is safe.
I admit, I was wondering what to think of Senator Dodonna's pet project. But you saved a life here, and aided the war. I can say nothing but thank you.
Not a problem.
You are a rare find, Captain. I hope you continue serving the Republic. Perhaps we'll catch up again sometime, Risha.
Not sure my current occupation will bring me anywhere near the Jedi Temple, but maybe.
I hope this war ends swiftly enough that I will not have cause to call on you again.
Set course for Voss, then, Captain? The permits from Dodonna just came through.
If it gets me closer to Rogun's head on a plate, Voss it is.
I took the liberty of looking into the place. Weird planet. Just made contact with the rest of the galaxy after a Sith ship crashed there. Apparently the whole planet's on the leash to some cult of Force users. Empire and Republic are both playing along. This'll be one to wear your best shirt. And remember to say please.
Senator, I'm heading into Voss now. What should I know?
I'm glad you made it here. I'm still having nightmares about those awful creatures Rogun sent to attack me. It won't be easy to find out who he's working with here. We barely have diplomatic relations with the Voss.
I could charm the horns off a crate dragon.
From what I hear, the Voss are big on propriety and obedience. I don't think you're their type. Voss was only discovered a few years ago and promptly handed the Empire its head when it tried to attack. The Republic's desperate to get them as allies.
What, you don't agree?
Well, I do if we can trust them. The Voss use the Force like no Jedi's ever seen. They'd be powerful allies. That's the thing. No one really knows the Voss, but they took down an Imperial battlecruiser without breaking a sweat. And when you ask them, all they say is, the Mystics showed us what must be.
I'd like to meet someone who can show me how to defeat the Empire.
The Mystics are powerful Force users. They have visions of the future which they use to rule Voss society unquestioned. And the Voss have made it clear, break one law and the entire Republic can be thrown off this world.
You don't really think you have to warn me about that, do you?
I was almost afraid to say this, in case you took it as a challenge. I've arranged for a native guide, a diplomat named Lokir Ka. He'll be waiting in a private room off the shuttle bay. I sent him files on the beasts that attacked me. I hope he can help you track who sold them.
Are you Lokir Ka?
Indeed. May the Mystic see no shadows on you, Captain, and the duty to all weigh lightly. I am your honores. Your translation might be chaperone.
Are you gonna make sure I don't kiss any boys? Is hand-holding okay?
No.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be a tough stop for you, Captain.
Your mission has touched a nerve. The creatures that attacked your Senator Dodonna are a Gormak abomination.
Is that some kind of Vossian insult?
The Gormak are creatures of war. They create these monstrosities from beasts, set them against us. To spread Gormak creations past the stars violates every law.
Theoretically, if I wanted to buy one of these abominations, how would I sneak it past the authorities?
This is not something Voss do. If you seek criminals, search your people. A settlement in the Minevra caves, called the Exchange.
Where do I find these guys?
I have been there. I have an academic interest in off-world music. My trade was with a human named Scratch. Perhaps he can answer your questions.
Aguatopi basta wahota. Chobet I kafstuan dile jihulo kuta. Piowa ituta od mishka, poshuda tuabo.
So, you know something about Rogun that's worth knowing?
Kuchusa yo mata chitoya, asubwi mota uipa. Mana matota jispa micho. Tamka chirulia kimada?
Just tell me who's dealing for Rogun. I can do the rest.
Tupi upi gupta waho. Chikos pa inikudad ijigliska chanagawa.
Give me all the details.
Manchi do ti puna puna. Kabuk nuni slemo. Chatungi ma chechu. I kutsig ng kihe.
Looks like I don't have any choice but to play along.
Kutogi gumpa. Gigi no lia makachisa. Wonki atachakapa tonka. Jisa bicha. Poya tuka changa goptula do bata wana wanki.
I have your artifacts.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Kikuna mo. Uban chone alipa. Istin koto.
I assume he means you? Then I warn you, this is a unique opportunity. There's nothing like these creatures for sale in the galaxy.
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
I'm Jelareniki. Any more than that, I don't say on an open link.
Do bata ji moa tusawa. Mikuna posta morulia.
You understand this is large and unusual cargo with certain transportation issues? Selling it is a capital offense on Voss. You have to buy direct and pick it up yourself.
Where are we going? Heart of an active volcano? Irradiated wasteland? Rancor throat?
To keep this out of sight of the Voss commandos, we set up shop in the heart of the Gormak war zone. I'll transmit the coordinates now. If you make it here alive, I'll be waiting.
I awaited you in Voss-Ka for hours. You were seen everywhere else. If you do not check in, duty requires I accompany you.
You never told me to come back.
I am Honoris. I cannot guard Voss from your influence if you deal in secret. What have you learned?
I'll bring you the people who are trafficking with Gormak. But you need to let me work my way.
Chonki faguta. Jiho poda ji oto vokise.
I will not interfere unless you break Voss law, but I will come.
You start lecturing, and you'll blow the whole deal.
Wonki atachakapa tonka. Jisa bicha.
Agreed. Where?
Vota miokrita chobasa. Jiho poka fokrida.
Even the mystics dare that not.
Piowa ituta od mishka. Poshuda tuabo.
Here after all. And I already went and set up another buyer. I assumed you were dead on the trail somewhere. This is my partner. We call him Gormak Zak. He's our pipeline for the precious little beasties.
You have the stink of the Voss on you.
You look pretty human to me.
He's, how do I put this delicately? Gone native. Poor dear doesn't talk to real people much anymore. So, I hardly know what to charge. You're our first client who didn't pay the markup to have the cargo shipped to him.
Who else do you sell to?
Trying to learn our trade secrets? Or maybe you know perfectly well. You think I'm fool enough not to recognize Rogun's top bounty? I'm not making the mistake of taking you on one-on-one. But when the Voss commandos find you here trading in abominations, I'm sure they'll be happy to pitch in.
Captain, commandos targeting your location. They speak of an informant who sent them.
That blasted hairball set me up.
She would trade in abominations, then draw commandos?
Now you're catching on.
You can explain the truth. No. With this evidence, I would not listen to an outsider cry innocence.
This was set up by Gormak's sympathizers. Does it serve Voss to let them get away?
The evidence is strong. It will take months for adjudicators to sort the truth. If I give you time, you must use it to hunt these outlaws. Leave. That passage will take you to the trail. I will tell the commandos the truth I know. Await me in Scratch's shop. I said the captain is innocent. They said I believe a lie.
Chai kunkuta chichai. Wonki atachakapa tonka. Chisa bicha.
What did the commandos say?
Jella laid her groundwork well. The adjudicators believe you lead the smuggling ring. The manhunt will continue secretly to avoid alerting accomplices.
Rogun's death gets slower and more painful every minute.
To clear your name, you must catch Jella Reneki trading with Gormak.
Imache. Churon chica jiliska chanaga. Barganunua. Utatyacha nichu. Kuya maya stupa.
Does that mean there's an insanely hard way?
Kutogi gumpa. Gigi no lia makachisa.
Tell Scratch your decision. I must speak with the adjudicators.
Wantahumpa. Muri rava fupa jipampa wula.
This is gonna upset me, isn't it?
Che chopa kuma ni umpi but malia bedwana ni bobo. Kuchusa yo mata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi. Chikos pa ini gudad ijigliska chanagawa.
We'll need to be dead.
I'm pretty sure I heard that wrong.
Negtori na natuta. Ta aita wanawanga na chuba. Manchi do ti puna puna. Kabuk nuni slemo. Mokili mo clunky. Nik mi chawa welmo.
I'm not gonna end up a statue in Gormak City Hall, right?
Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni. Buka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga. Kutogi kumpa. Gigi no lia makachisa.
You. I offer peace. Forgive me. I did not know what Jella intended, though I would not have opposed her then.
You were helping Jella try to get me executed. What's changed?
Jella has gone too far. I came to this world to help Rogun. Now the Gormak are my family. I will do nothing to hurt them.
You're not both working with the Gormak. I'll make Lokir's day.
Rogun did well for my people. He brings new weapons, new food. But Jella goes behind his back. She is trading with Sith, and they demand what all Gormak are forbidden.
Because Voss commandos and giant cyber monsters weren't enough.
The Sith asks us to operate on the beasts of the Nightmare Lands. The creatures there are twisted mutants. The Sith will only trade for them. We refused. But they said the mutants would be powerful weapons with our tech. Jella agreed.
You need protection. Is that what this let's be friends thing is all about?
Yes. Everything that walks into the darkness is consumed, body and mind. Those Jella took with her were corrupted, changed, destroyed. They are no longer Gormak. Thank you. Those who live, live because of you. Stop Jella. Those she leads turn into ones like this.
By a strange coincidence, that's just what I was planning.
In Jella's lair, you can learn her plans. Destroy the followers she corrupted.
Can I hope Jella isn't very popular?
She took many. I don't know who survived. But there is a back entrance. I will give you passcodes to her rooms. Talk with the wretched Voss when you are done. They already man a path to the Nightmare Lands. I will seek shelter with the Exchange. While I'm here, my family is still a target.
It is time. Return to me immediately. Lord Ratchin comes tonight to Lab 68. I promised him a demonstration of the powers we have tapped before we finalize our deal. With this sale, the Sith armies will be invincible. And I will be the richest woman in history.
Lokir, have you heard of a place the Gormak call the Nightmare Lands?
The land's dark heart. It is our shame, a cancer that comes from the Gormak's touch.
Jella's selling the Sith Gormak modified creatures from the Nightmare Lands.
Such crime makes trading in abominations small. No man emerges from the Nightmare Lands sane.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were worried for me.
My countrymen are dull in comparison to you. Do not remember me as one who failed to warn you of your death.
I'm not planning to die until I learn what it's like to kiss a Voss.
I could not let you disappear into the Nightmare Lands. I never envied tales of tragic love, but when I see you, I am filled with poetry.
What do the Voss say about love?
My tears fall to mingle with the rain. I envy its freedom. It may plant its kiss on any soil, and watch the living grass that grows. That is from Adasha Ve, a woman who loves the wrong man. She dies fighting Gormak to redeem her name. It is my wife's favorite.
You're married?
Could I feel such things otherwise? You look unsettled. Is it true aliens do not require the marriage ritual to perform mating behaviors?
I've performed my share of mating behaviors, and you'll never see a ring on this finger.
Voss reach full maturity at marriage. Without a wife, I would feel nothing when I look at you. We cannot do this. Take this holorecorder. It is my wife's. She is an adjudicator. Bring back evidence of Jella's crimes. It will be trusted.
That sounds ominous. What are you talking about?
Adjudicators judge crimes beyond the family. They will determine your guilt.
These controls are all that keeps the beasts in check. Without them, they would savage us in a heartbeat.
Do not expect me to take your word for... Oh. It seems you provide a means of testing after all.
You!
I'm not taking the fall for you.
I will leave you to rot. Rogun's rewards mean nothing now. I have found a power mere criminals can only dream of. Attack my pets! She will see what lives within the darkness.
Jella's dead.
The darkness must come that the light shine brighter. I will set a hearing with the adjudicators.
Better wear your best suit, Captain. And remember to make eye contact.
You should not live with this stain.
What do I have to do?
Go to the hearing board in Voss Ka. I will speak on your behalf. I petition Mirev Ka and the tribunal for the outsider.
The outsider is accused of trafficking with Gormak. You take this on?
I do.
You both agree to all proceedings?
We do.
I'll play this one by the book.
You are accused of trafficking with Gormak. Testimony.
I was trying to uncover a sophisticated smuggling operation headed by Rogun the Butcher.
The outsiders called Exchange worked with Jella Reneki to sell Gormak abominations.
We must confer. The evidence speaks. This crime is Jella Reneki's. She has been punished.
But you have other transgressions.
It's always something.
For negotiating with Gormak, entering forbidden territory, and corrupting the moral health of an honoress, you owe a debt.
The accusation was trafficking, not...
You speak out of turn, husband.
It was my idea, honorable adjudicators. These lesser crimes stopped Jella Reneki. Punish me.
You think I'm ashamed of what I did? What's your sentence?
You must serve, boss. We will not prolong your stay. Aid our community by making deliveries to our settlers off-world. Lokir Ka will provide the details.
I will work this out. Meet me at our mutual friend's shop.
Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka.
My contacts would not risk hiding me. They say this man knows you. Does Jella live?
Jella won't be bothering your family again.
Thank you. I will not see Rogun send another Jella to control us. Would you take our trade instead?
There's a no-brainer.
You can run this through Damis Polaran at Port Nowhere.
If he has buyers, we can supply. I'd rather you than Rogun see the profits.
Mitisa roda, kopana chapurko utman gisa?
I did not think to be so long. My wife says I changed. She sends me to the shrine to be cleansed of your influence. I know she is right when I weep at the thought of your leaving.
You belong here, Lokir. I never will.
Love is the bolt fired in darkness, which knows not what it slays. I would lose my family to keep you. I pray the mystics might heal my heart.
Kunta chuta, kasuyali kulira, kanki kung.
Captain, I just received an interesting offer from one of Rogun's former men. Seems he's got some exotic cavalry that needs a home. Your doing, I trust?
Rogun's pipeline was through Gormak Zak, and Zak works for me now.
You've got the magic, Captain. Won't be another crook in the galaxy who can touch you. You've got Rogun in full retreat. He's calling his surviving lieutenants for a war council. I checked into all of Ivory's bolt holes. The one on Tatooine seems to be the one still active.
Rogun always shows up to spoil my good time. Let's give him a taste.
Hear, hear. I bet I could get a good bid price to see the look on his face. This is your chance to wipe the slate and call the biggest criminal empire in the galaxy your own.
I have learned more about the scum who betrayed my clan. Tiari Rook claims he has earned the title Mandalorian. But I heard nothing of him passing the trials of strength and courage required to join a clan.
What does it take to be adopted as a Mandalorian?
It is up to each clan. We do not care much for central authority. But no one would accept a new brother who had not shown his worth. I have called myself Mandalorian since I left my mother's side at age 3 to begin training. It is not easy to put that behind me.
Do you want to go back? Live as a Mandalorian again?
My father's training will always be part of me. I had a jetpack and blaster before I ever had a friend. You may be my first.
Maybe you'll kill me, but not before I show the galaxy that you're a traitor.
Ah, the Imperial traitor. Shall we bow to the Void Wolf with her? Or teach her what real Corellians do?
Traitor! You're dead!
Why does everyone always believe the worst of me?
I've been trying to figure that out. I think it's got something to do with the hair.